This is the Hardball Gets AFL show. My name's Nick Ring, joined by Xavier Ellis and Ryan Daniels. Gentlemen, exciting day.
Look, it is, and we'll get to why in a moment. But there's two things that have happened since we walked in this little studio that we've got here, this magnificent studio. Xavier Ellis has revealed two insane things.
Yeah.
Have I?
Well, the first one's a bit like it's a concern.
So he starts telling us a story about how, he takes his ring off to sleep because his hands go numb every night. And we said, well, why do your hands go numb every night? Can you explain to the listeners why?
No, I sleep with my arms crossed.
Like a vampire.
Like a vampire.
Is that?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but
No,
I just every night I just curl them up and I fold them in.
You fold them
Like an
in.
angry
Yeah,
vampire.
Like a footy photo. Like you're trying to flex.
Yes. It's because feel the pressure going through your wrist there when you fold them in.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit fatter than you, so there's a bit more stretch available.
Bit comfy.
They just go numb every night, every single night.
And if you don't, have you thought about maybe not doing that? Because it does feel like
I
that's
get a sore shoulder. I do get a sore shoulder. So I went for a swim at the pool the other day, like laps.
Yeah.
A genuine swim session.
Yeah.
Like a real
So
swim.
Em and I went on Saturday morning together. Talk about a guy who had anxiety. I was like, I'm not sharing a lane with anyone. They're too quick. Back, what am I doing here? And I lose my brains before I even get in there. Like, lose them. I'm hopeless.
You are a
I
sod.
did 600 metres.
That's pretty good.
In the time she did 1,500.
Yeah.
I'm hanging onto the edge. And then I said to Em,
floaties on.
Bumping into lane ropes.
I was some bloke jumping out of lane, and Em had to go around him. He was a bit too slow.
Yeah.
And I said, but then he's swimming up your clacker.
Yeah.
And you're swimming up his clacker when you had to go
Yeah.
around. And she goes, you don't notice.
Yeah.
I said, mate, I notice everything. Like, I could tell you the colour of everyone's dick tops 4 lanes over. I must swim and just daydream what's going on out there.
So are you in the same lane, you and Em?
Yeah.
But if she's doing 1,500,
going
and you're
past
doing-
you.
how many times did she lap you?
Well, so she never overtook me.
Or you stop at the end.
I was at the end having a drink.
Having a break.
I was at the end getting a bit of drink.
She'd get to the end and she'd go and you'd stay.
Yeah, she said. Oh, for a couple of laps, and then I'd just
Gotta-
wander off
I
after.
just got to adjust my goggles. Hang
Yeah.
on. Oh, I was in the water.
A bit of fog in the
Yeah.
There was one lady doing aerobics by herself. Like, there was an aerobics class going on, and because the weather was wild on Saturday, there was one person in the class. So for one moment there, for about 5 minutes while I got my heart rate down, I just looked and thought maybe water aerobics is more for me.
Imagine if that you just
So
sorted over there.
it was a good day.
The second part is that we have noticed SodaStream has been in the studio for a long time.
I'm talking none. I'm talking absolute shit.
I'm not sure if he
He
is
said
now.
this 3 or 4 times and then gone back on it 3 or 4
'cause
times, so we can't tell.
He keeps bringing the SodaStream bottle
Yeah.
in. It's everywhere with him. It's
his
at
flavourings.
Triple M. It's here. And then he does it so subtly.
Yeah,
and
but
now
there's
then he
no,
sort of
like-
said, "Oh, you haven't noticed I've been sponsored by SodaStream." And then it was
Because I
like,
knew you'd take the bait,
but
mate.
then he was like, "Just kidding."
Yes.
But I can't see any SodaStream mentions on his
No, because it's
Insta.
subtle. It's supposed to be subtle.
Is it?
It's
But
like
it's,
the-
it's not
no,
even in the background.
It's the same as the single fin one, which he still denies.
Oh yeah. he
No,
just
it's
mentions it.
hand on heart, 0 with Gage Roads.
Yeah, okay.
0.
But not hand on heart for SodaStream.
Yeah, no, hand on.
It is a very
I'm
exciting
just an
day.
honest bloke trying to earn a crust for me family. Auskick's done for the year. I've now opened up my entire weekend.
Oh, how good is that? So, for
Spring
both of us,
Carnival's coming.
we're free as a bird. Sunday mornings, no more getting up at 6 a.m. and
What are you doing
freezing.
at 6?
6:30.
Mate, you know
What
how
time's
seriously
kick-off?
he takes it.
8.
He's doing opposition analysis at 6 a.m.
He does
I've
take
got-
it seriously.
I've got tape to watch. You know, there's
I
all-
said on air this morning, Nick, that our final day was dress up, banners, spray your hair. I had a bit of orange through my hair. Em bought me an orange zoot suit to wear, like the cool runnings.
Yeah.
Like the
yeah,
full.
sure, that would look good.
All you could see was dick. I was like, Em, I can't wear that to a 5-year-old
Children's.
Auskick thing. Anyway, so I didn't wear it. I wasn't brave enough. But I was saying this morning on air, like we had capes. Every kid had capes. Had
it's wicked.
all this was. We didn't win best dressed.
Ooh.
He's really salty
Yeah,
about
look
this.
at this.
He hasn't stopped talking about it for 3 hours.
I'm just saying, I'm taking the team to City Beach.
Changing conferences.
We're changing teams.
And you think I'd take it seriously? This flog's threatening to walk out.
Take kids.
Yours is you're concerned about the on the field. He's concerned about best dress.
Yeah, no. It's it's bloody good fun though.
It is
Auskick
good.
stuff.
No,
Like,
it
at
is
the end of the year, you're like, oh, okay, it's over. But you think the kids loved it.
Yep.
Their improvement from Ted.
Oh.
Ted could not find his foot with the ball because they've never done it before. They've never done it in the backyard. We never kicked the footy. To now, like, I put a video up before on Instagram just thinking because he did the super boot thing, I should have disqualified him because he was over the line.
It's nepotism.
But he kicked it. And you're like, shit, they weren't doing that 6 months ago. Like, it's bloody good to watch
It is
improvement in
actually
kids.
cool. From the start of like the year for us, we had 40 kids in our group, and I reckon 3/4 of them have gone up, like from a 0 to a 7.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
From nothing.
It's
to
good.
being,
It is great.
It's really fun. Auskick, who knew?
Over-unders day.
Yes.
Oh, it's a big one.
So this is where we decide who is the best podcaster in this room. They hold the title for a
now,
year.
see, I don't like this because he's entered with
Oh
this.
no! Hand on heart, have not added anything up. I haven't even registered.
But
I
you
made
must
sure.
have an idea.
No, hand on heart, have got no idea how I went because I was doing it when I was having a
How
shower.
did we go last year? You and me tied, didn't we?
I think I split you at the
was
end.
way off. But that's what concerns me because you wouldn't lead with a statement like that unless you knew you were going to win.
No, more the fact I thought I won it last year. I was going to say, so I had the tie.
Okay. So this
all
is
I know
where-
is I've made sure the 9 locks are clear. And apart from that, I have no idea. I don't even know how you went with locks.
I can only recall that I had a bad lock season.
All right, so we go back and we look at the over. If you're a new listener, at the start of every year, we go over-unders. We try to nail it, and we get to lock 3 in each that we're 100% sure about. Today, those are worth 2 points. So you get 2 points if you get a lock right.
Have we done that before?
Yeah, we've always done that.
Yeah, we get 2 points.
And you get
right.
1 point if
No,
you
no.
just get it right, and you get nothing, obviously, if you don't. So I'm intrigued because I feel...
You thought you were good.
Just on gut feel, I feel like I've nailed a few this year.
You thought that last year.
I had a
though.
shocker last year.
You really had a bad one.
And there was a few this year I'm feeling pretty good about.
So
how are we going to do this?
I've done the research. It's going to go from Adelaide down.
Okay, 2 minutes.
2
2
minutes.
minutes
I've
on the
taken a couple of notes that we mentioned throughout.
Okay.
The only thing is I forgot to write down how many wins the club actually had. So
Okay,
I've got
you
the
want me to-
ladder.
okay.
Do you want me to do that bit?
No, I've got it here.
Okay.
So Adelaide Football Club, their line at the start of the season was 12.5 wins. So they ended up with 8 wins on the season, Adelaide.
Oh, no.
One of the biggest disappointments.
Yeah.
Now, we came in hot early
I would have gone unders.
with Vibometer.
Yeah, no, I went overs.
Vibometer went overs and locked Adelaide. He said
I knew this.
Rankin, Rochelle, and Thriller. Well, Thriller didn't play. Rochelle's in the 2s, and Rankin was good.
Rankin
Ryan,
gets killed 3 times.
you went under.
Yes.
Congratulations to
That's
you.
a
You
good
said
start.
I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid.
And by the way, Josh has got a little point thing.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
we do.
He's
That's
got a
a
little
live
tally.
point.
So he's just put a point on me. You don't have one, Nick.
That is good. That's
No.
great. So, yeah, you said you're not drinking the Kool-Aid there. I also went unders.
Okay, good
And my
start.
reason was Taylor Walker won't do what he did last year.
And he
where he
didn't.
kicked 70 goals or whatever
it's
it was.
true.
So that is Adelaide. Nick,
Good start.
not a great start to you, mate.
That's
What
your
was
locks.
it, 12?
12 and a half.
12 and a half. And
So
they
they're
were
a
8.
long way under that.
Yeah.
Just a shade.
Yeah, I was big on Adelaide, and then it just nothing happened.
No.
Nothing happened there. So 1 point to
Why
me.
did they drop Rochelle, by the way? It's just
Oh,
stinky.
just quickly, what do you make of that?
Stinky.
Oh, terrible.
But I think,
No,
obviously,
terrible. There must be more to it.
we're not in the position to know the conversations that have happened
Yeah.
on behind closed
Yeah,
doors.
but
maybe
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
It's
10
more,
times.
but it's more about what happened outside the closed doors, where everyone just started potting him publicly.
But,
well,
Yeah,
but,
you heard from Rory Laird, you heard from Matthew Nicks, you heard from
but
John
also,
Dawson.
Yeah.
not even a good joke, the toothless thing. Like,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But it's no different to, like, sledges that, Melbourne are at the snow.
Yeah. I'm fine with the sledge part
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
I can't understand why they hung him out to dry.
Yeah. They must have told him 1,000 times, and then they've gone, righto, internally you're not going to fix it, you're going to fix it
Do
externally.
Adelaide continuously get this shit wrong? Is it just
Yes.
like, are they just the club that
camp.
Well, how's the camp going?
Yeah.
camp and just the way they handle players in it?
Yeah,
I
well,
don't know.
Black.
Your mate, the vibe is off, mate.
The vibe's off there.
The vibe is off
The vibe's
there.
changed. The vibe's
This-
swung.
okay, Brisbane's tough because
All
theirs
right.
would have been high.
Brisbane Lions, their line was 15.5, and you made the point that
Oh.
they had the highest line with Collingwood during the release.
Okay.
You did the AFL ladder predictor, and you had them at 19 wins. He said the home record is too good. You had them winning the flag as well. So
yes.
Brisbane
Well,
winning
they
the
still
flag.
might. They could win it.
So unfortunately, though, they went unders. So they've only won 14 games for the year. So unders there. So you went overs. Nick, you also went overs on Brisbane. Unfortunately, I couldn't keep listening because guess who got a mention in the overs for Nick?
Oh, yeah, of course. Cam Rayner.
Cam Rayner. Overs, Cam
Well,
Rayner.
yeah,
Cam
well,
Rayner.
Cam Rayner's going to
It
break
was, that was
out.
a 3-week patch
yeah.
there. Well,
And-
he hit it 3 weeks in a row.
And me, I was overs as well. So
Yeah,
we're all
we're
wrong.
all
duds.
My point was they'll win at home, and as if they're not going to chalk up 3 wins on the road.
Yeah. And
We-
look, they got pretty close considering they started so bad.
But they finished so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
also.
that patch in the middle, they're amazing.
Yeah, the patch
Yeah,
in
it
the
was
middle.
Cam Rayner driven. It was at the time.
Are we
20s and 2s.
Two parts with Brisbane. I think we're not sleeping on Lachie Neale for the Brownlow, but again, if he wins the Brownlow, he's third favourite, I think it is now.
Yeah.
He could easily win it.
He could win it by a stretch. So he just polls every game.
polls-
It's
well, he
Lachie Neale,
polls.
except when he gets tagged by Windhager went after him one game.
there's not a lot of others
And Bedford
there
went after him one game.
who were like regular
there's no one.
heavy pollers.
No.
Who?
Well,
Well,
apart from Cam Rayner.
If
Yeah,
you had to
probably
pick a
right.
player, if you were in the schoolyard, Lachie Neale goes first off the table. Who goes
Yeah.
second?
From Brisbane?
Yeah.
Will Ashcroft.
I'm taking Harris Janders because I just
Harris
want someone
Andrews.
who's going to stop the goals.
Yeah, that's probably it, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's a tough one to work it out. So no, we're all done and dusted there. 0 points given out.
Score check, 0 for Nick.
Nick's
Score
on
check.
0.
Only 2 points handed out of 6.
All right, here we go. Carlton. Now, their line was 13.5 wins. Carlton. They ended up with 13.
Did they?
So they just fell short.
And they crawled home.
You made the point that they won 4 of their first 13 last year and then charged home. You had them 16 wins.
That was my predictor.
Yeah.
Oof.
You're worried about injuries.
Oh, that's true. That's what happened.
It happened.
Yeah, you're worried about injuries, but you didn't lock.
I didn't lock.
Yeah,
Good.
He said no lock,
So
no
if
lock.
they'd won yesterday, I would have had
I'm
it.
pretty sure he said no. Yeah, they would have.
Yeah. They would have hit the mark.
Now this hurts.
Bloody Blues. Oh, no.
Not in. Nick said, I'm not into him.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Nick went unders.
Yes.
Give him a point.
Nick went unders, so give Nick
I'm
Red a
still
point.
not into him. I'm still not into
mate,
him.
you bang on about him, and I've made probably the biggest blunder so far. I
No.
went overs.
You locked it.
No, I didn't lock it, but I said that it's going to be hard because Cripps won't be at his peak this year.
He might win the Brownlow.
So my concern was Sam Walsh, injuries for Sam Walsh early. And I was
That's
like,
fair.
well, if Cripps leading the charge,
Okay.
I'm not sure he's a 1A anymore. Well, he's a 1A even B.
he's
So,
1A.
Yeah, 1A plus.
so there you go. That was pretty much how we settled there. Your ladder predictor
Yeah, it's off.
is wildly wrong all the way through. I had them winning 27 games. Mate, no time. I'm sorry.
It's very hard to predict at the start of the year.
What
That's the
was-
one thing I've learned.
Yes.
That
Well,
you,
Mate, it
you
was very
can
hard to predict
overreact.
with a week to go.
Yeah, true.
I'll throw back to last year when we all didn't realise that there was an extra game until it came up.
Hey, Carlton, who do they get back for the final, and are they dead anyway?
Well,
They get
you think
Curnow?
Curnow McGovern would be back. Mackay.
But they're dead anyway. They're not as good as the other sides in the 8.
They can't beat Brisbane.
Okay, I like your confidence.
I think
They're
they're
just
the
not.
8th team.
Isn't that the one that got
They're
away
the
from
eighth
them
and a
last year
half.
when they kicked the first 5 or whatever it was?
Yep. And this season has a bit of that too. Carlton's just is almost there again.
Almost there.
Yep.
All right.
Score check is 1-1.
One across, and this just
Here
shows
we
how
go.
shit we've gone to start.
Yeah,
It's a
3
bad
teams.
start.
All right. And in case you think I did think I'd looked in advance how we went,
Yeah, no, you clearly
I haven't.
You
Clearly,
might come home with a
I'm
wet
sitting
sail.
on one.
Yeah.
All right, Collingwood 15.5 was their line. They only won 12 games for the year.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Collingwood.
Yeah, right.
Geez,
What
that
was, what was Brisbane's?
that's the same.
16,
15.5. 15.5. So Nick, you went overs.
Oh,
Did I?
Yeah, you went overs on Collingwood.
Jesus.
Ryan,
I went unders.
the ladder predictor had them winning 20 games.
Did they? Did they? Oh, no.
So guess what you did?
I went overs.
You went overs.
Damn that predictor.
And I said I can't see them losing 7 or 8 games. Concerns to key
Well,
injuries.
it's true. They lost 9.
We did bang on. We did bang on about this though. We said there's the concern that they lose players that are in key positions. So there's patches they had no forwards.
Yep.
We banged on about DeGoey. I think we said
was
that
missing half the year.
Dacos might win a Brownlow, but DeGoey we feel as though might be more important in terms of
Yes.
spark and life. Not
True.
sure. Well,
Well,
Dacos is pretty good.
he's very good. But
Yeah, but to go without DeGoey there, they didn't have the same pop.
Okay, so we all went overs.
Yeah, okay. 20 games. They weren't going to win 20.
Have a look at that scoreboard.
Do you know
Yeah,
what?
that's pretty
It's
right.
not good. Do you
Is
know what
this
I'm going
at
to
a
have to do
possible
next
12?
year with my predictor? I'm going to have to take like 10% off.
Yeah. No, even that you're still cooked.
Yeah.
Take 10% off that, you're still
I need to
over by
take
Do
about
your
7.
predictor
7% off of that.
and then throw it in the bin
Yeah.
and go on vibes.
What you guys should do one next year. You should
Everyone do a predictor.
Yeah, because then I won't look as stupid.
No, I don't have time for predictors. Anyway, all right, so that's Collingwood. We actually suck at this.
Yeah.
It's just really bad.
So wait, how many teams have we done now?
Whoa.
Is that 4?
4.
We've each got
4.
one.
So there's
One
a
each.
possible 12 points and we're sitting on 3.
We're
Well,
shooting at 25%.
Here we go. Essendon Football
Oh,
Club.
we're back, baby.
11 and a half.
That was never
11 and a half wins
They did.
was their line.
Technically, they did. Because they won 11 and a draw.
Yeah, no, that doesn't count. So 12 wins, as Em just texted me saying, thanks for cleaning the house. She doesn't have a job, and I'm still cleaning the house. Work that out.
Oh, I thought they might be sarcastic.
No. So here we go. Yeah, so again, they only had the 11 wins. There was a lot of teams stuck on 11 wins. Right. We laughed originally at the top about Matt Rosa doing Adrian Dodoro's phone calls to the members, remember? And we laughed at, when's he going? And we last week.
He only just left.
So we had a good laugh about that. The ladder predictor shocked Ryan the most this one. Ryan had them winning 5 games.
I did. I had him right down
5
there.
games and went unders.
Still can't believe they won 11.
And locked it
Yeah,
in.
baby. Give me the 2.
Double click that shit. X went unders as well.
Okay. Didn't lock it, though.
Went through the team photo and spoke about name an A grader other than Merit. We couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
And so that made it too hard. Nick, under. You also mentioned something about 5 wins and that they're a bottom 3 side. So, and you said said that they're too good at being shit, but not shit enough at being shit, or something along those lines. And you signed off by saying, good. I feel sorry for Essendon fans.
I still do.
Yeah.
I still feel all of my hate for Essendon this year has been about the fans.
Oh, hang on. I'm going to have to audit this.
What?
I've buggered it.
What?
The lock was me, not you.
No.
I promise you.
No.
Promise you. You had him on 5 wins, full stop, under and lock for X.
How come I wouldn't have locked it?
Oh, because you've got a couple coming.
Where's my other locks?
I don't know, but that's me.
I don't know about
So
that.
stiff
Oh, here we
pickies.
go. We've got momentum.
Well, we might have both locked it.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll
yeah,
check.
we'll have to,
I
you'll
need
have
to
to
know
check
what
that.
my
We'll have to
other
order
locks
that.
are. Yeah.
All right, let's get to Fremantle. Their line was 9.5.
Oh.
They won 12.
I think we all would have gone.
Young team can't go backwards. Ryan, so your overs. Nick, your overs can't be worse than last year. And I'm overs as well, but I'm not quite drinking the bathwater that you are about the whole thing, which is right. I did mention Fife playing midfield again might be a good thing.
Okay. Yeah, we played 22
It
games.
was in patches.
What?
No.
What
In
did he?
No.
What did they?
What was that
win?
game? He got 30?
Yeah, but
That was a patch.
What did they win? 11.
11.
They won 12 games.
And a draw.
Yep. So that was a step forward or back. Brayshaw, we spoke about him playing more outside the contest to make way for Fife.
Which kind of happened.
It shouldn't have happened though. I mean, Hayden Young yesterday started on the bench. The second quarter started on the bench. In the third quarter. The third quarter they came out and went goal. Port.
Was he on the bench in the third because he was injured though?
No.
Or was that after?
After half time. So he just sat in the interchange for 25 minutes because of half time, and then started on the bench. Surely you just start Fifey on the bench and put Young. The midfield needs to be Young, Sarong, Brayshaw as long as you can.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying there. Anyway, we all get one there. And I said not in the top 8 though.
Oof.
Oh, you nailed that.
Just.
Got it.
Just.
Literally.
Just. You sound like
25
my
minutes.
3-year-old. He uses the word literally all the
Does
time.
he?
But so there you go. So bang, bang, bang. Overs on Freo. We did make the comment actually at the end. Their line is $1.90 at 10 to make the 8. They were $1.90.
Oh.
And we said, why wouldn't you just be taking the over 10? Because
Yeah,
you can
take
still,
the win.
you can
Same,
still,
yeah.
you can
Yeah,
win
you can get
more
both.
and still miss the 8.
Yeah, way better.
So that was part of that chat. So scoreboard check. 3, 3, 4. The boys have sprung to life.
It's tight.
Okay,
We're back.
so Zave's leading.
We are well and truly back.
GWS. So the Giants had
no.
15 wins.
Oh, no. I've gone unders already.
Their line was 14.5.
Bookies know, don't they? How do they know?
Now
Their
this
ladder
hurts the
predictors are
most.
slightly more advanced.
I'm going to start elsewhere here. I'm going to start with you, Nick.
What have I done? I jumped off him, didn't I? Fuck.
You've locked them at overs.
Hey, here we go.
Fluke.
Yeah,
Here we
locked them at
go.
overs. Ryan, you were also overs.
Oh, good.
And I was overs as well.
Oh, okay. I didn't think we would.
No, but we
Hold
you,
on. No, I should be on 5-2, Josh.
No.
No, you haven't got the. We need to audit where your lock was. So
happy
your point about the Giants was Toby kicking. I think it was 66 goals.
Yeah.
Can he do that again?
No.
You didn't think so.
Half of that.
But we did say that they started. Remember, they started pretty poorly, then roared into life last year.
Yeah.
They did, yes.
So
This
we
year they-
mentioned that if they just had a slightly more consistent start.
Yep.
And
They
that what
would've
we
easily
saw
got
at the end of the year was their actual form. So that's why we all circled around overs. Can they win the premiership?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You're not worried about anything you saw down in Ballarat?
No.
Nah.
Ballarat's weird.
Ballarat's it's you write that off. It's the same as the games, almost like the games in Tassie. those weird venues, you can't take it into account unless it was something like a bunch of injuries and glaring weaknesses.
Yep. Okay.
That's fine.
Happy with that?
Yep.
Geelong.
No.
Oh, this is where it's
Geelong.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Here we go.
No.
15 wins down at the Cattery.
15. Oh, so that's
how many
what
they
they
had.
won.
Yes, so they're over the line of 11.5. X.
Well covered.
X, you went overs. You had them making the finals, so you just put them in there, give that a little ticker.
Oh, you can't.
I said their forward line is incredible. I said the best forward line in the comp. This was the podcast we found out Henry kicked 40.
Yeah.
41.
41 to Henry.
What did he finish on this year?
I think I said I'm surprised if he kicks 15 this year.
Jeez.
Well, I was on target. We had a couple of big
What'd he
games
get?
at the end.
30 odd?
Not sure, probably in the 30s. Ryan, you were overs.
Oh, thank God.
You went overs?
Overs, yeah.
That
Overs.
surprises me.
No, I
He
think
kicked 32.
I think it was the toss of the coin.
I think I went, they'll get overs but miss finals.
Yeah.
I think that was my right in that space.
Yeah, and Nick, no need to add to Nick's score because he went unders. No midfield, no punch is what you said. And then you challenged me and said, well, how are they going to improve? And I said, well, at least they're going to be playing at home with a brand new stadium down at the Cattery. They're tough to beat down there.
Because you've done some research. You've
Yeah.
actually done a lot of work for this.
Well, there's only 2 minutes you have to listen to.
That's true. That's the beauty of the
and I was
two-hour
doing it.
warning.
And I was doing it this morning on the disabled toilet at the disabled shower at work, just sitting there with it blasting me with my phone out with the podcast playing.
In the shower.
Yeah,
Oh, how do you do that?
just my arms out.
Yeah, okay.
I
How do you shower your
Geez,
bed
you
and
live
wash
a
your
weird
body?
I shower with glasses on. I've given up on life. I now shower in my
You
glasses a lot
sleep
of
with
the
your
time.
arms folded.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on?
No, it's one of those big showers,
Oh, yeah,
like
okay.
with a big seat there. You don't.
But are
need-
you getting, how are you washing your body?
I don't
Or
think
you just get a rinse?
What are you, City West Water, man? I've been there for 45 minutes. You're never gonna. If you go down to the shower at work, there's a toothbrush, toothpaste, shower gel, 2 towels.
It's all you.
It's all me. All me.
I got my own showers.
Pete Corelli one day thought he was going to use it at the same time I was. That lasted a day. All right, so there you go, Geelong. Gold Coast Suns.
Wait, did
okay.
we got everyone then, didn't we?
Yeah, we got the points. Yep.
Okay.
Gold Coast Suns, 11.5 wins to Gold Coast Suns. They ended up with 11 wins.
Of course I did.
Nick, you went under.
Yes.
Oh.
I knew I got off someone. It was the Suns.
Jesus, your own mob.
I know.
Guess what the predictor had you for you?
14 wins, didn't it?
14 wins for Ryan. So they were overs for Ryan.
Based on that, I had to take the over.
And Josh, you just, when you click the button, mate, click it twice because I went unders and I locked them in as unders.
Oh,
Remember I shit canned them and said, well, prove it to me. I'm sick of them. I'm done with them. What have they
Yeah.
done?
This is
you
going-
went to it saying they've got dimmer. And that was fresh off the 80% of the premiership team sitting in this room. And we made the comment that, yeah, it could be, but you need to add Petrarca, Prime
Yeah.
5, Dangerfield and whatnot. We love Flanders. We said we'll tip them at home every week. But
These
Well,
weak
that was
pricks.
close.
If they just won one more
These
game,
weak
you would have
pricks.
lost a lock, and I would have had a win. Like this,
How the
this
cookie
is
crumbles.
how
if your
fine-
mum was your dad, you wouldn't be here, son. See, that's just a lesson, isn't it?
I don't
I
like-
looked at it and I dissected
I
it.
don't like this.
And
the counter.
This is
Or the-
this is-
how it sits at the
This
moment.
is heading towards
Yeah.
exactly what we
So
predicted.
Zave's on 8, Ryan's on 5, I'm on 6.
Let's be honest, though, Nick. The only win here is if Ryan finishes last.
Again. Yeah.
I don't care.
Consistent.
I don't care what happens between
No.
you and I. I just need you to finish last.
yeah, okay.
All right,
I'll
so
still gotta check that.
but,
isn't
but
a
Gold
lock.
Coast
I
Suns
still haven't
next
made
year,
a lock yet. So
are we in them? Are we in them or not on them?
Suns,
I'm
TBC.
I'm probably taking the under unless it's really low. I just don't believe in them anymore.
I mean-
You're in my
No,
category.
Yeah.
what? They're at the point now where they need to show us before we can believe it.
I just think we think they're A graders.
Going to win 11 games next year.
We think they're A graders, but I think they're actually B pluses, and every single
Yeah.
player's a run down.
They were
Every
all
single one.
out until proven otherwise.
Yes.
Yep, that's correct. All right, Gold Coast Suns. Hawthorn.
We
started-
I'm tipping none of us got
We
this.
started using the term natural progression a lot during this segment.
Okay.
I went unders.
Did you?
Yeah, so I love what they're
Oh,
doing.
what was the line?
What was the line?
8.5, sorry.
And what
they
they
won
win?
8.5. So now they're on 14 wins. Yeah, so they've blown it out of the water.
Wow.
So I went unders. I said, I love what they're doing. Too many injuries early. Remember they had Will
Yeah.
Day was out. They just
Yeah.
lost
All their
CJ
key
did a
position
hamstring.
guys, yeah.
Blank done his knee.
Yeah.
For some reason, there was too much talk about Huswaite.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, you loved
I
Husway.
was big on Henry Husway.
Uh,
He played 2 games. I think.
Just going to rip the Band-Aid off, Rhino. You went unders.
Yeah, I figured.
But you did say Chol might have an impact.
Okay, there you go.
done
And they're
well.
12 months away.
Yeah, there you go. It was pretty close.
We did say that next
3
year,
months early.
Next year we're all going to lock regardless what
Yeah,
the
well,
tally is.
it
But that
might be
horse
too
is
high
bolted.
now.
That horse is bolted. Yeah. Mitchell is doing a wonderful job. Nick, you were unders.
Yep.
You said you're happy to watch 2 quarters or whatever, but you know because they're exciting, but you're probably not going to get the results. So you put them on as a bit of an
watching
agenda
forward.
watching, but we're not going to stick around and watch them. So unfortunately for
Now
us,
they're
we can-
appointment viewing.
Can they win the flag?
Yes.
Do you know what I worked out this morning, right? So they play the Western Bulldogs at the MCG. So that's a home game for Hawthorn, even though it's at the G. Yep. Against the Bulldogs.
But as I was
Then-
saying, I reckon Bont and those guys will be like.
They'll be up and about.
Yeah.
I love the
But
G.
then-
I think they'd rather the G.
But then, second week, if Port beat Geelong, guess where that game is? MCG.
Port. Oh,
Port beat Geelong, so then
Hawthorn.
Hawthorn will play Geelong at the MCG. Obviously, then they'd have to
Which-
travel
which-
if they made it prelim, but
which
then
me
they'd be
being a
home for
Hawks
the
man.
they'd be home for the grand final as well.
Yeah.
So there's a chance that even though they're in the bottom half, they would have 3 games at their home ground on the way home.
I disagree. I 100% think they should be in Geelong.
Yeah. I
Why
agree.
spend the
Yeah,
money
same.
upgrading the stadium?
But
Yeah.
I heard Stephen Hawking said that he didn't want it to be.
Where does-
Really?
where does-
Geelong.
Well, he should be
Oh,
excommunicated.
okay. They want the G.
Yeah, they want the G.
Yeah, that's just him saying. It's
He
like
has to.
has to.
He's a company man.
Yeah.
He's AFL. Still got the AFL stain on
Oh,
him.
here we go. Melbourne Football Club 13.5. Now, this is the first mention of vibes.
Okay.
Good.
Nick, the vibes are just off.
So what did they win?
That was right.
Well, 13.5. They ended up just winning, 11.
Wow.
Yeah, so disappointing year.
Wow.
Nick, the vibes are off.
Okay.
Rhino,
Stinky.
you went overs. And the preseason win had swung us around. So remember they played that game at Carlton, I reckon it was, in the preseason at Optus Park or whatever it's called, and they beat them.
They
And I
did.
said that people were calling in SEN that morning saying it feels like a finals victory because of all the rocky road
Oh, yeah,
to
because
the
of all the
start.
stuff that was
Oh,
going
with
on.
all of
for them
it,
for them to win a
yeah.
game. So right, we're okay. So Clary, we spoke about Clary. He's going to be right for round 1. So Nick, you went overs. Sorry, Ryan, you went overs. Nick, the vibe meter was off.
Unders.
You went overs.
Here we-
Jesus.
What? I went overs.
You went overs. Yeah.
Oh.
You went with the vibes off, but you still went overs.
So you were
Come on.
That's
Gotta adjust
and
my vibes.
I went overs too. We just pumped up Clary, which we were all wrong on, being able to get the
Yeah.
start line. We gave a big thumbs up to Max Gawn, which again, he was pretty good. Is Max Gawn All-Australian ruckman?
No,
Look,
Rowan
it's-
Marshall, right?
I think
It's one of those ones where the panel is probably going to favour him.
I hate that.
I hate that too. But I do feel like Sherry is the All-Australian ruckman.
I don't know.
Or
I
Marshall.
think Rowan Marshall
Maybe
just done it
Marshall.
week
Yeah.
in, week out.
Yeah, it's those two.
Yeah,
I
okay.
have them both ahead of Gorn.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah, no, I agree with that. All right, North Melbourne. Ryan has them at winning 2 games.
What did they win?
They won
3.
3.
I wasn't miles
Yeah,
off.
no
They had a
shit.
predictors finally come
What
through.
was the line?
Hey.
5.5.
5.5.
Okay.
So you had them winning 2. So you went unders.
Did I lock it?
I got to audit where your locks are.
Mate,
Actually,
I haven't had one yet. So,
Yeah, there's locks coming out up.
yeah, it's a shifty count.
Yeah, no, maybe the Carlton one was you. Or Essendon might have been both of us.
Might have been.
We'll have to go through it. Anyway, so where are we? So yeah, you went under. He said there's only 3 bad teams in the competition. I think we spoke about with North Melbourne because these 3 teams are so bad.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Josh. Put the point up.
That because the 3 teams are so bad, the top end's going to have a lot of wins.
That's why my ladder predictor was so
Yeah.
aggressive.
Yeah,
Correct.
yes. 22 out of 23 games.
Nick, you went under
Yeah, nice.
as well,
Whoa, here we come.
and Zave. I don't know why I said my own name.
No, you
I
didn't.
went under as well.
Okay.
Oh, and you're in the tent here.
No, I'm in the
Under.
10, but I think
Yeah.
even I couldn't find 6 wins.
Did you lock it?
No lock. Moving the experience on Goldie's Zeeble and Cunnington. He's going to allow Sheasel and those to blossom. So we said all that. We like their kids. There's plenty to like. Again, you made mention of might tune in for a quarter or 2, but probably not going to suck me in for the
They
game.
ended up with the worst percentage in the comp, worse than Richmond.
Well, did they get busted by 100 and 100 last 2 games?
Yeah, I think that skewed it. So if Richmond had won one more game, North Melbourne finished bottom of the ladder on the same amount of wins.
Hey, just Jackson Barrett just texted into the thread. Harvey Langford, 33 and 4 goals in the VFL yesterday. Oh,
33 and 4.
Jesus.
Christ.
In the VFL.
He's going to Richmond. So if Richmond won one more game, Harvey Langford would be at North Melbourne.
Wow.
He might go 1.
Yeah, he might go
He
one.
actually might go 1. I mean, he's not going outside the 5.
Can I still claim him if he's a number one draft
because you
pick?
claimed him
'Cause he's-
before he
yeah,
was in the rankings.
He was 26 or something when
We
you
weren't even
looked.
mentioned.
We
Yeah.
looked for it, and he couldn't. We
Yeah.
couldn't find him.
I think this would be the most outside call we've ever had.
But if he goes 1, people go, mate, he went pick 1.
We'll go find it.
Yeah, but it's where he came from.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know,
I found Giannis
Put
in
him on the-
Greece.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. That's right.
All right, so that's Melbourne, and you loved Windsor as well, Nick, which was nice.
He's a nice player.
So that's North Melbourne done. Port Adelaide.
don't
I'm
think we got
perennially out on Port Adelaide,
Yeah, well-
and they've won a lot of games here.
So 16 wins they won.
That's a lot.
They won 17 last year.
Really?
Yeah, so the line was 13.5. They won 17 last year. So the line was 3.5 down on what
That's
they won
low.
last year.
And he still went off him.
17 wins didn't make sense to Ryan. Ryan hates Kenny. I made a comment that Wine's being back in the midfield is not a good thing. Well, it's been proven wrong.
Oh no.
Ryan,
Oh no.
you went over.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? Because the ladder predictor must have given.
Yeah,
him
it must
something.
have given him 23 wins.
You went over. Nick, you comfy went overs as well. We're more on Port than what you think here.
okay.
And I went overs and I locked them.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's a
Wowee.
very good one.
Yeah. Nick mentioned Rosie and Butters 5 times. Just
Because he only knows
That's
those
what he
two.
wants to know.
mentioned them 5
Paul
times.
Francis.
You're big on Soldo, apparently.
Oh, that went well. He might have-
That's almost Patrick Cripps territory for me, isn't it?
He started okay.
Soldo for Ryan.
Those few games he
we did
played.
say the 3 of them are carrying them. We said all 3 could win a Brownlow at some stage. Butters,
Yeah.
Rosie, or Horn
Yeah,
Francis.
that's true. Yeah.
And I'm heels in Horn Francis. We would have polled
Oh,
him
yeah,
yesterday.
yeah.
I know
Oh,
he
yes,
has
My
20.
my
mate
God.
texted me yesterday. He got on the top 5.
I can't find
It was
it.
100 to 1.
No, he's 101 to win it.
Or did he put 100?
He might have put 100 at 5s or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
But he got on it.
Okay, well, I can't find it, so I'm
Okay.
desperate.
I'll ask
I'm
where he got
desperate. Now, ever since I've said it, he's gone
Yeah.
2 votes.
too late now.
2.5 votes, 2 votes, or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, anyway. And I said I'm a massive Willem Drew fan. I don't know why I said
good
that.
fella.
Yeah, love a
He
bit
did
of-
a good job
love a
yesterday
bit
at
of Willem.
stoppages
Did
around
a
Caleb.
very good job.
Port Adelaide, prelim final, Adelaide Oval.
Yeah, they've set up
They're
for
going in
They can
favourites.
win it.
Yeah, they can absolutely win the flag because they're going to have a home prelim.
Dan Houston and Farrell Hurts. Farrell, very laconic when he plays, like fourth gear, but just a smooth mover.
Well, just the fact that it's both of them and they both do the same type of thing.
Yes.
Like they're both their
Yeah.
drivers off half.
Well, one's their A grade and one's their
Yeah.
B. And
So
B
score
option.
update.
Quick score update.
Yeah.
Zave leading the pack on 11. I'm next up on 8. Rhino on 7.
Yeah, but I've been gypped that Essendon one.
Yeah,
so-
hang on. We'll circle
Company
back on
man
that.
sticking on
Still
7.
apparently no locks.
Richmond,
Yeah.
Richmond. I'll have to audit the locks because I've got
Oh.
I have got 9. No, I've got 9 locks, so I must have missed one.
Yep.
No, it's 3 each.
Richmond. No, well, what's 3 times 3? What's 3 plus 3 plus 3?
9.
So I've got 9 locks here. So I've missed one.
What?
To read out.
Oh, yeah. he's
Oh,
missed one.
yeah.
Josh, can you just put 2 points up for me?
No, you don't get one.
Or on Richmond? No.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
one
just straight
extra.
into it.
Just put them up.
All right, here we go.
he blocked it.
Richmond Footy Club down the bottom, 2 wins, diabolical. Anyway, 9.5 was their line.
Unbelievable.
9.5.
I made a lot of money. on this.
9.5.
Nick,
You did.
I'm under.
unders.
Yeah,
Yes, I did.
come on.
That's a good
You
Brownlow
said there's
pause.
West Coast
Yeah,
vibes,
That's a
all
good-
that sort of
that's
stuff.
Gillum McLaughlin.
You had them winning 3 games.
Yeah, I was right on the money.
You had them
No,
winning
you were
3
wrong.
games. You were on the
1-2.
money. Some reason you potted Geelong in here as well.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why you potted Geelong all the way through. We spoke about Tom Lynch. Like, what can Tom Lynch do? Can they drag him up the ladder a fraction? And we
Yep.
made the point he's always injured. And I am unders again.
Sure.
And you said lock it. If I could lock unders twice, I'm going to lock it and lock it.
Oh.
So you wanted to use 2
I
locks.
wanted to use double locks,
lock
which
on-
we then considered for next year, and we
Yeah,
decided that
double
might
lock.
be a thing.
So, yeah, you double locked it.
Yeah.
Which is interesting concept. But Richmond, just quickly, we spoke this morning in radio. Liam Baker.
Yeah.
He'd be a fine acquisition to any club. Yeah, smart player, good leader
Clean.
apparently.
Yeah. Tough.
West Coast cannot give a pick,
No.
Yeah.
any pick in the world
Just
for
keep
Baker.
them.
And you reported that they're thinking of getting the first round pick they'll get from for Tommy Barras from Hawthorn.
No.
Pick 15, 16, 17, whatever it'll pan out to be.
Yep.
And that's going to launch over to Baker to bring Baker in.
Cannot do
If
it.
that happens, I'll go burn down mineral. If someone burns it down after it, I'm in a fair bit of trouble here. They cannot give it. What is it? How are they going to give a pick away?
Look, I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with it. I'm just telling you.
No, but you
how the
reported it.
conversations are happening.
How can you not look at Hawthorn and say, let's just do that?
What do you mean?
What, just get rid of people, get the picks in, play the kids?
Well, that's why I wrote my column for
You've
tomorrow.
just got to
'Cause
do
You've literally
that.
got the blueprint.
Yeah.
Geez, I love people that text me saying, X, it's good to see Hawthorn have bounced back. That 1 year rebuild must have been tough.
yeah.
But it's so like Tom Mitchell and O'Meara.
Yeah.
They were still capable and competent footballers.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Tom Mitchell went and played at Bottler in a grand final.
True.
But they had to go to make room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bring in people to fill it up again.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there you go. That's that.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
they
happy
also
with that.
need more mids and need more young mids to fill those spots.
St Kilda Football Club.
Ooh,
Oh,
intriguing.
no, I know. what happened
11 wins.
Ooh.
11 wins.
I reckon I back in Ross for the over just.
Their
I-
line
Nah, 'cause they
was
played
11 and a half.
Oh, so it's slide unders.
It's slight unders.
Oh, the bookies.
Ryan,
I know what happened here.
the Ross factor. Ryan has them winning 14 games.
Oh, the bloody predictor.
Ryan's clearly overs, and he feels good about it.
Good, nice.
Yeah, he said it feels good.
I'm happy for myself.
Nick, this is a big vibe one. I'm going overs, and I'm locking it.
Oh,
They just don't get the love. It's a quote. They don't get the love.
oh, now I don't feel so bad.
I remember this. They're only half a win off it.
And unfortunately, gentlemen,
Oh, no. You definitely counted this before.
no, I haven't. I went unders and said they're exactly like
no.
Gold Coast. There's nothing excites me about any of it.
Wow.
I'm not excited by it.
Wow.
King needs to do more.
Wow.
Need to see something. And then Nick went down the vibe-ish meter again.
Yeah, I just remember them being. I think after the preseason, I was like, no, they're good. Actually, they're fine. They're good. They weren't.
No.
Well, they won like 5 of the last 6 or something.
Are we,
Yeah,
are we
they
in or out of
finished on
King?
11.
King.
I'd be if someone came with a good offer, you'd consider.
Well, what
it.
were we talking about with Sam Darcy? It's like we're seeing what Sam Darcy's doing. That's what we thought the Kings would be doing
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
They're not doing it.
No.
So how long do we wait? Are we expected to keep waiting? I still think they're probably going to kick between 50 and 60 goals every year.
Well,
Like,
Ben
that's-
is, but Max hasn't really showed that.
Nah, but he can do that. Like I think it's just
It's a tough role just doing that straight up from the goal square leading.
yeah,
That's why Tracy separated himself from
yeah,
Jai.
coming up the ground.
Gets
and
up the
taking a
ground,
big-
whereas like yesterday,
Yeah,
did you feel at any stage that forward line was going to?
No.
And it's the same as St Kilda.
Yeah.
I just don't feel as though that forward line's ever going to grab a game because they're just so leader.
I need some continuity from Max.
Okay.
I need some consistency. I don't know.
Sydney Football Club,
He's locked this over. I can tell.
Yeah.
tones.
12 and a half wins is the line.
I reckon I might have locked this too.
12 and a half is the line. They won 17 games.
Jesus. Back in the infrastructure.
Ooh. Ryan. Ryan.
I did it, didn't I?
You went overs.
And I locked it.
No lock.
Oh, no.
Nick,
Must
the
have saved-
vibe
I
meter.
don't know what I did with all my locks. I
The
haven't used
vibe
any of
meter,
them.
yeah, they must be up the top. I'll have a look. I must have skipped over one. The vibe meter is overs.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Me,
You've locked them. He's smug.
overs and lock. We'll win 15 or 16 games without trying.
I don't wanna do
I
this
sound
next
like
year.
I had a massive stiffy during it, like I was just up and about. I said nobody might help. They'll win the flag. You played devil's advocate and smacked it around a little bit. Then I smacked back and said Ted Nelby's either going to Churchlands or Hale off the back of his bet. And then you made me feel bad about Churchlands. So I was like,
it's good school, mate.
I'm just saying Churchlands or Hale.
He's slumming it down at
Then,
Churchland.
then you're, what suburb are you from?
Thornley.
Thornley. You're like, I'd kill for Churchlands in Thornley. I'd kill for that to be around us. Anyway,
Must
so-
be hard going to churches.
Yeah, oh,
Pray
mate,
for the
settle.
Ellis boys. Oh, how
Gotta
are they going to
settle.
survive? They're probably going to end up in jail going to Churchlands.
So you got really up and about over it. So anyway, that's a lock to me. Hadden Brent winning the flag. That is
So
that.
score update. You're leading on 15.
That's his over.
Rhino and I both on 10.
That's not over because I've still got to find your locks.
Yeah.
I reckon you locked Brisbane though. That might be the
Essendon.
issue. But I also reckon you might have locked Brisbane.
Brisbane?
We had them win the flag.
Yeah, maybe. Well, there's a high over there. I don't reckon I would have
Yeah.
done a high
Okay.
one.
I'll go back.
Maybe I did West Coast or something.
I think the lock must have been. I reckon because I had that lock in between both of us, so I reckon we both must have.
I
locked
reckon
it
I
this
locked
morning.
Essendon too.
So Josh, give it
Give me a
Rhino one
No.
more.
Yeah, give me a point. It's got to be something.
Yeah, it has to be.
I was that
it has
big
to
on
be.
it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
has to be.
Yeah.
And then because you smashed Essendon for
Yeah,
the
I did.
10th time.
For the whole year.
West Coast.
The locks have done me this
The
year.
predictor
Oh,
had West Coast having 4 wins.
okay. What was their wins?
Well, they had 5 in the end, and it blew me out of a multi.
What was the over/under?
4.5.
Oh,
So they
we've all-
just
I reckon
scraped
we've all been
overs.
cooked here.
oh no.
So you had them at 4 wins, and I asked who you get the 4 wins from, and you said over
went
here
through
they'll
it.
beat North,
Yep.
they'll beat Richmond,
Yeah.
and then you said Hawthorn,
Yeah.
and we had a fight.
Yeah.
And I was like, we beat you by 125 points.
yeah.
And you go, nah, that was in Tassie. That was in Tassie. And I was like, it's 125 points.
And then that game was the one that got Simo sacked over here.
Yeah.
Well, was it the one over here?
Well, that was the last one.
Oh, was it
Yeah,
really?
true.
'Cause
This
yeah,
year,
right.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So there you go. I'm unders. Nick, you're unders. We spoke about the preseason game.
Am I unders as well?
Yeah, you unders.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Well, they're overs.
Yeah,
They
well,
went
we're all-
over. We're all
Oh, no.
wrong. You know,
Yeah,
they
they went
got
over.
5. And we spoke most of the time about West Coast in their preseason game, lost by 69 points. And I just thought that was funny.
Yeah.
The old-fashioned dinner for 2. Do you know why they say that, Nick?
I do, yeah. I'm sort of familiar.
He can draw you a picture if you like.
I'd like to see.
So-
I don't know if you've got any kind of video display.
So there, that's that one. I've been told not to say that on radio anymore.
Have you?
Oh,
You
yes,
got pulled
I
in.
just always say it though. I dropped another one today, actually, believe it or
It's your
not.
way of sticking it to the man.
So yeah, no, we're all wrong there. Western Bulldogs.
Oh, well, I must have locked one of these
Yeah,
guys.
No, you've locked it
Okay.
up above.
I've locked the over.
No, not here. Hang on, relax.
No, so okay.
I've missed the one up the top.
Okay.
So 11.5 was their line.
Ooh.
They won 14.
Why?
So they won 14.
Oh no.
Hard to
Ryan,
tell.
you were line ball on this one.
Oh, I reckon I went unders.
Unders.
Damn it.
Nick, this is the problem with doing the predictor.
Yeah, it led me astray.
Yeah, because you had
really
you had
did.
teams at 20 wins. So these teams are getting snipped down the bottom
Yeah.
here.
I'm not doing it next year.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I just go with your
real.
heart.
It
Go
got-
with Nick and just do everyone overs.
It
And you
worked
finally
on
realise
like-
it can't
Yeah.
happen, but you get some right.
It worked on 2 teams.
Nick, you went overs.
Yes.
Not a hard overs, but overs. You like Sanders. You said
I'll tell you,
there's money to
Bevo-
be made on Sanders, is what you said.
I like him better than Bevo does.
And I went overs. Sucked in. A toss of the coin. We all agreed it was a toss of the coin. We actually spoke about McRae and Caleb Daniel for a lot of it.
Really?
Yeah, and said that we won't see much of McRae and Daniel. We had a little debate about it.
Were they out by that point?
Yeah, they must have. So McRae is injured in the preseason.
Yeah, I
And
think
Caleb
we were
Daniel
like-
didn't get picked for round 1, I reckon.
That's
Yeah,
right. Yep.
okay.
That's right.
He thinks it's a waste. You think it's a waste of them playing in the 2s. And we sort of thought that maybe they should be in the 2s. So that's that. That's the Bulldogs, 11.5.
Okay, so where's my third lock?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You two can talk like
Richmond.
Okay, so this is tough here because
Richmond and Essendon I locked in.
Zave's leading on 16. This is a comfortable victory. I know
Oh, it's,
he
yeah,
was
it's
very
a
smart
shellacking.
going
Yeah,
in
so
today.
it's 16
So
for
you and I are
Zave.
currently tied on 11. So
Yes.
if you've locked a successful lock, you'll find a point here, and I'll come last. Otherwise, we're both as shit as each other.
I feel like
But I feel like-
Sydney. I thought I locked Sydney.
No, you can't. It's
'Cause
the
I
same
bet on
one
it.
that actually.
No, because they're the ones that I bet on. I bet on Richmond, Essendon, and Sydney. So I thought that they would be the ones that I would have locked, but maybe not.
Richmond isn't
How you going over there, old vampire?
Count Dracula over here.
Yeah, so yeah, I've missed one somewhere there.
I reckon it's Sydney.
Yeah, I've missed one.
I was that high on them.
That sucks. I'm gonna have to audit it. You weren't that high though.
Well, I bet on it.
Yeah, well maybe you were
Maybe
high when you did
secretly.
it. I
Maybe-
think for 2 minutes I didn't let anyone talk about Sydney because I was that
just
high.
kept
I was
going.
that high on
All
it.
right,
Nobody
well,
can
let's
give it
just
away.
say I got one extra point.
No,
Well,
you can't say that
Well,
until we get proof.
you know, I feel like the auditing here has just been shaky.
All
Oh mate, that was a good audit.
Surely we just make it.
That
That's a
was-
solid
look-
audit.
It's
Jesus.
pretty good.
That's a good audit. I just have missed a lock in there.
I do think next year we just need to make a list with the.
Oh, you wrote them down.
Didn't you? Yeah, you always
You
write
wrote
them
'em down.
Where's your little book?
Is this?
Yeah, no,
unless I've changed.
You wouldn't have.
No,
Jeez, this is a good
this
podcast.
Is an old book. We need the second page is Rhino v Tom Morris.
Oh,
Round
okay.
4.
Okay.
So
Right.
we need to find the last book before
okay.
this.
Yeah,
They'll be in there.
Sorry, mate.
We'll
All
find
we
it.
needed to know was there was one winner.
Well, I
amongst
feel
us.
like I'm ahead. I'm not
Well,
last.
this is right. Well, do you really? Because I've really only watched like 1.5 games per weekend. So do you really feel ahead?
It's improvement because you
If
beat me
You got
last
extra
year.
points for feeling the vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is right.
I'm not doing the bloody predictor next year. That
No,
thing
No,
leaves you
through
astray.
you because you're out by so far.
The
on
problem
some.
is you just give every Brisbane home game a win, and you give every SCG game a win, and
Yeah.
you give
Not the way footy works.
It's not how it works.
You would have thought
Nah.
Freo could have got one of those last home games, maybe.
You would have thought,
But no.
no, that was deflating.
All right.
Sorry, mate.
Congratulations, Dave. You're the over-unders champion for this year on 16 points. That's good.
That's a good score.
Is that a good score, or our score's just
you
really
get
shit?
No, it was 18 points, and then you can get
So you get
So
a
you
maximum
locked-
of 21.
You
2
locked
points per loss.
Carlton.
Carlton.
Yep.
Did I get that then?
You locked Carlton. It has 16 wins, worried about injuries. Yeah, we said that at the top.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I didn't get that right.
No.
Okay.
So there's the one we missed.
That's disappointing.
That's disappointing.
So you had Essendon, you had Richmond
Yes.
and Carlton.
So the maximum you can get is 21 points.
Yeah.
Is that right? And you got 16. That's pretty good.
Done pretty well.
And we both went over half.
Yeah, but it's pretty shit because I got all my locks
You
right.
did get all your
All
locks.
my locks were right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Well, he's still 13 out of 18. That's
Yeah.
still pretty good.
how do I not make money on the punt?
Yeah, it's a mystery. All right, this has been the Hardball Gets AFL show. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you again tomorrow for the mailbag. See you then.